This is Northeast Georgia's only local source for TV news. From the Grady College of the University of Georgia, this is Grady Newsource.
The deep end.
Maddie.
Maddie,
what are you doing?
What? Are you kidding me? Have you not seen Lady Gaga's Coachella performance? Like, it was so insane.
Okay, no, but did you see Charlie XCX screaming like that?
I did.
Crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, that is enough. I'm getting FOMO just thinking about all that.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I just wish we had a festival like close to us that we can go to.
Wait, Maddie, we literally have one downtown every summer.
Oh, you're talking about Shower Cap. Yeah, I heard it's lit.
Bro, what? No. We're talking about Athfest.
Oh.
Athfest, right?
Yes. Some might even say it's the Coachella of the South.
Yeah.
Are you serious? How did I not know that?
Well, good thing our entire show is about Athfest. Did you even read the script?
Okay, we're just gonna brush past that and get on with the show, okay? I'm Maddie McKinley.
I'm Jason Singh.
And I'm Shad McMillan. Welcome to Grady Night Shift. For today's show, we're giving you a preview of Athens' very own music festival, Athfest.
Oh, Athfest, like Athens and festival.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Glad we're all caught up.
It only took you the entire intro to figure it out.
But for now, we're going to head to downtown Athens, where Lucy Gray Shields and Kate Martinez preview what you can expect from the festival.
Okay, guys. All right.
In a few months, downtown Athens will transform for one of the most anticipated weekends of the year, Athfest. From June 20th to the 22nd, the streets will come alive with music, art, and local culture. With over 100 artists spanning genres like rock, hip-hop, and indie, Athfest draws thousands to experience the vibrant creative scene in Athens. A staple summer event in Athens, this festival draws crowds with performances from local and regional talent, from breakout bands to community art projects, all while supporting music and arts education in the area.
I'm here on Washington Street, which will soon be buzzing with excitement, as Athfest's main stage will be set up right here.
Washington Street will be lined with over 70 vendors, local artists, and endless music for a whole weekend.
Over the past couple of years, Athfest has become a vital part of our city's culture. It brings together people from all over, supporting local artists, musicians, and the community organizers that make Athens such a special place.
And while the outdoor stages are free, the fun doesn't stop there. With a Club Crawl Pass, attendees get access to official Athfest shows at venues all across town, from the Georgia Theater in 40 Watt to Flickr, Livewire, Hendershots, and more.
For the younger crowd, Kids Fest offers a block-long celebration with performances by and for young people. The Up Next showcase, featuring middle and high school musicians, takes place on Friday night from 6 to 9 p.m. on the Kids Fest stage, bringing the next generation of talent to the forefront.
Best of all, activities and performances are free, though some rides and experiences are ticketed. With performances from artists like Wim Tapley, Elijah Johnston, Nappy Roots, and the Vagabonds, Athfest 2025 is shaping up to be the biggest party of the summer.
If you're looking for a weekend full of music, art, and community, Athfest is the place to be. It's a celebration you don't want to miss, and the best part is it's right here in the heart of Athens.
Okay, wait, no, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in the heart of downtown.
Yeah, exactly, right by like Foxtail. I love staying there.
Yeah, well, good thing Athfest is going to be in the summer, so you won't have to do any studying.
You know what? That's a good point. I want to be at Athfest all day.
Well, if you're not exhausted by the last set, you can keep the fun going with the Club Crawl.
Ooh, yeah, the crawling at the club. Yeah, I don't get it.
Then you're going to want to listen to Molly Moore and Tyler Addison, because they're about to tell you what this Club Crawl is all about. Sorry.
Year, the streets and bars in and around Athens host Athfest, a 3-day music and arts festival. However, one event stands out.
At night, we have what we call the Club Crawl.
Club Crawl is a series of indoor performances at various venues that run after the outdoor festival stages close for the evening. All proceeds from Club Crawl go towards AthFest Educates, a nonprofit organization that focuses on sustaining and advancing music and arts education in Athens-Clarke County. Bars, clubs, and shops such as Hendershots, the 40 Watt Club, and Bouvet host different bands at night and play music into the early hours of the morning. 2-day passes are $30, and all ages, subject to capacity and age restrictions, can enter. If one chooses to only attend one night, they can pay a cover at the door. Prices will rise after June 1st.
Get the wristband. Even if you're only going to go to a few shows, it ends up saving you money if you're going to do more than 2 or 3 shows, right? It's really one weekend out of the year where you can really immerse yourself into what's really happening within the current music scene of Athens.
For Grady Night Shift, this is Molly Moore.
A club crawl sounds fire, Jason. You in?
I'm more of an art kind of guy.
You see, I knew you'd say something like that.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not allowed to get a little butterfly painted on my face?
Now, where in the world are you going to find somebody to paint a butterfly?
I just really want to get a butterfly, okay? Actually, Maddie, I saw some really cool jewelry I think you would like.
Wait, they sell jewelry at the music festival?
Yeah, it's actually called AthFest Music and Arts Festival. They have dozens of artists and vendors right by the main stage.
Wait, do they sell, ceramics there?
Shad, since when were you into ceramics?
Okay, so Jason's allowed to get a butterfly on his face, but I can't buy ceramics?
You know what, guys? I'm over this, okay? I just want to hear from Jackson Wolf and Luis Vaquero, who actually visited one of these artists that will be at AthFest this year.
The AthFest Artist Market, which started in 1998, will host 70 vendors from around Georgia. This Saturday, we visit the Oconee County Fan Fest to meet with Prachi Patel, founder and owner of Prachi Henna Art. Patel hosted a booth at last year's festival.
For me, henna has been something that I grew up with, and that's been about, human connection, sitting down with someone kind of similar to how you have a relationship with a nail tech or a barber or, a hairdresser. And so people, just share stuff about their lives with me. So I feel like it's really just about, respecting the culture of the art.
The market will be set up on Washington Street, between Hull Street and Lumpkin Street. Patel praised the setup from last year.
The fact that it's set up to do laps, so people, it was clear that, the customers were curated. People came with the intention of collecting artwork and meeting new artists.
The artist market is also a hub for networking and a great place for artists to grow their business.
I feel like I was able to see traction on there because I actually get the numbers from Google. So I posted my images there. I also feel like in terms of networking, when I speak to people and I tell them that I did AthFest, they're like, okay, so you're a real vendor, like you're not just a hobbyist.
Artists like Prachi will be at all 3 days of the festival this year, selling everything from paintings to jewelry.
Henna is inspiration behind my work. I'm a henna professional, and I'm a mixed media artist and designer first.
Jackson Wolf, Grady Newsource.
Did I miss the memo, or?
Dude, where did you get those?
The same place you got those.
Okay, guys, we can play dress up after the show, but now we actually have to we get to hear from someone who will be performing at AthFest this year.
Let's head over to Sophie Davenport, who's sitting with one of the headliners of AthFest this year, Wim Tapley.
Davenport with Grady Night Shift. Today I'm joined by Wim Tapley. Wim is an Athens local and has started his band here in Athens primarily. And Wim is going to be performing at AthFest this summer. Wim, tell me what AthFest has meant to you so far. You've performed 3 times now. What's that experience been like?
AthFest is amazing. It's something that we want to hit every year as long as we can. Good time, great music all over the streets. There's a kind of a joke around the music scene where it's like, how many sets are you doing at AthFest this year? Like, oh, I'm playing 5 times. Like, I'm playing bass for everybody. So it's a good opportunity for everybody to sit in with each other, and it's cool. It brings everybody together.
So speaking of sitting in with other people, last year you filled in for the lead singer of the band Hefner. Tell me how that collaboration came to be. Also, do you find yourself often filling in with different Athens bands?
Yeah, I mean, I think the tradition of sitting in with other bands is a big part of what I love about music.
Yeah.
I'm always itching to hop up and steal somebody's guitar, and sometimes to people's annoyance. But I
Okay.
love Athens, and we all live together in the same house in Athens, and you know, this city, it inspires my music and inspires my lyrics.
What's the difference in performing at a festival-like setting outdoors?
Just getting to look out and see the businesses I love and the people I love and out in the sunshine. Doesn't hurt that they have like all the coolest vendors in Athens.
Right.
They'll get you some art and some good food and everything. But feeling really good about this year though, because we're playing an evening slot. Should line up perfectly where the sun is setting, and it'll be real nice.
So tell me, what do you have in store this year for AthFest? Do you have any special songs you're going to be playing? What are your plans looking forward?
I mean, you know, every single show, this might be cliche, but we're just trying to play the best show that we've played, and I owe it to them. All that I can do, rather than trying to like be the best or be the newest thing, it's like I'm gonna be myself and see if there's room for me, and I think there is, and I think there's room for what we're doing, and really for what everybody's doing. So
how does it feel to go like kind of nationwide this time?
it's exciting. It's you know, it's a tall order because there's a lot more money to lose, you know, traveling around,
but gain in the future.
Of course, and it's I'm not doing this because of the money.
No,
like
no,
that's not the way. And if I had done it for the money, I would have quit. So it's because I love playing, and I'm lucky to have this opportunity, and I really like meeting the people along the way. Makes it all worth it.
I would love if you would play something for us today. Are you willing?
I'm totally down.
Okay.
I got my guitar. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Stay tuned. Wim is going to join us after the break for a special live in-studio performance. Thank you so much, Wim, for being here, and we can't wait to hear your music today and this summer.
Thank you for having me.
This was Sophie with Grady Night Shift.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You're home before sunrise, on top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, premiering his brand new song, Pride. Here's Wim Tapley.
If I changed the weather and took away the rain, all of the oldest trees would die. Maybe we're the same. I hate that California has so many perfect days. 'Cause if it's always good, then it ain't ever great. Sometimes you're 1 year older and twice as full of pain, but in the end they get what's coming or they don't, and it's a shame. I wouldn't start all over, but I'd take back some days. That's the only way I'm ever gonna learn. But I've been playing a game that I ain't winning. Oh, I've got the scars and marks to show. And I know it's better to cut my pride down smaller, but I ain't got much left to go. I wanna see my brother, but he's so far away. My friend just went to heaven, but I still got all his tapes. I wonder if he's coming back inside a different frame. Some things, they're just better left unknown. But I've been playing a game that I ain't winning. Oh, I've got the scars and marks to show. And I know it's better to cut my pride down smaller, but I ain't got much left to go. But I ain't got much left to go.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, that did it for me.
That was really good. Pretty whimsical, if you ask me.
Okay, get out. But for realsies, though, that was really good.
Agreed. Thanks to Wim for debuting his new song here. I can't wait to hear him perform at Athfest now.
Same here. And while the festival is still 2 months out, work has already begun.
Yep. Emily Adams spoke to one of the festival's organizers for an inside look at how they promote this event online.
Through the 22nd, downtown Athens will be filled with lots of music, people, and art. Athfest is a free festival that raises money for nonprofit Athfest Educates. While there are still a few months until the actual event, planning and promotion starts now. We spoke with Mary Joyce, the executive director of Athfest Educates, on what the process of promotion looks like.
But it takes a team of 20 to 25 committed volunteers starting in January to put it all together.
Mary Joyce said that each year they work with an artist to create that year's branding.
We work with kind of their theme and create the posters, the t-shirts, the banners, the logos, the stickers, everything that you see.
As for their social media approach, it is all about showing people what to expect.
Capturing, folks enjoying the festival as well as performers and the artists. But what is it like to be at the festival?
Mary Joyce wants festival goers to remember what the mission is: supporting children's arts and music programs.
Funds raised there go to a mission and go to a cause, and that just by attending, by buying a t-shirt, folks are supporting this mission.
For Grady Night Shift, I'm Emily Adams.
Thanks, Emily. Hey, did you guys know that to date, Athfest Educates has issued over $600,000 in grants throughout the Athens community?
Whoa, that's like very incredible.
That's crazy, right?
Canopy Studios is one of this year's grant recipients.
Oh. Bella Carr and Emily Slepsky actually got the chance to visit the studio themselves.
The Athfest brings thousands together each summer. Aside from the festivities, the real reason behind the event is to raise money for Athfest Educates, which is a nonprofit organization that awards grants to support music and arts education for K-12 students in the Athens-Clarke County area.
The past 2 years, we've raised over $100,000 at Athfest Music and Arts Festival for the organization, which means we've
been able to increase the amount, like the total amount of grants that we give out each year by 30%, which is huge.
There are currently 18 grantees for the 2024-2025 school year, and one grantee is Canopy Studio, which funds field trips for special education students in the county to explore circus arts such as trapeze and fabrics.
Getting to see them explore like trapeze and fabrics and kind of performance is just so joyful.
We sat down with Ann Woodruff, the executive director at Canopy Studio, to learn more about her grant.
So we can do our little part at Canopy and make sure that they have a high quality recreational experience.
Canopy has their adaptive PE classes every Wednesday for the special education students.
I'm really grateful for AthFest Educates for having funded us and our programming for so many years.
For Grady Night Shift, this is Bella Carr
and Emily Slepsky.
Wait, no, that looks so fun. How can we get there?
All right, maybe we can figure this out later.
Okay, you're right, but trust Canopy Studios, come for you.
Well, besides that, the city of Athens is definitely known for its legendary music scene.
And the cultural impact of that does not go unnoticed.
For sure, REM and the B-52s got their start here, just to name a few.
And the city has definitely changed over the years, but that deep-rooted history in music never dies.
Let's move to Kira Mermelstein and Madison Brown, who are highlighting two artists at this year's festival.
Music is my ministry. It's an extension of who I am and what I'm here to do, right?
This year's AthFest will host dozens of performers across 3 stages. 2 of these artists are no strangers to the AthFest stage. Ken is a member of Lowdown and Duddy, a hip-hop group who have been making music for the classic city since high school.
We're all Athens natives, so this is our city. So we just wanted to make a soundtrack for the city.
For another of these artists, Oklahoma native Marcel P. Black, Athens has a special place in his heart.
I always tell people, if I have opportunity to go to Athens over Atlanta, I'm choosing Athens every time.
Performing at AthFest is more than just a concert for Ken and Marcel. It's a space to share their message.
I'm in my 40s. When I'm not rapping, I'm a legit high school history teacher, right? I take it very seriously when I'm given the microphone and get on stage to be unapologetically myself, but also represent something that is not necessarily the norm as it pertains to what people perceive hip-hop artists to be.
For these artists, their microphone is a tool for disrupting the status quo and making a way for hip-hop.
To be able to kind of break through and make a lane for the black artists, the hip-hop scene, it means a lot. I mean,
Ken credits Athens for shaping him as an artist.
Spot, Chick's Piano. I used to skip school to go. They had a booth in the back with just beat machines and keyboards, and I used to go there and I'll sit there for hours, and they'll just let me sit there. The plaque is right in front of that building, and that means a lot to me.
The artists are committing to making space on the stage for up-and-coming black artists.
Stay you, do you, don't get detoured.
And while on that path, you must love the daily grind.
Love what you do to the point that you're willing to sacrifice everything to be the best at what you do.
For Grady Night Shift, Madison Brown and Kira Mermelstein.
Not gonna lie, that was pretty inspirational.
Yeah.
No, it really was. It had me sitting here questioning my career path. Maybe I'm meant to perform on stage.
Okay, Jason, you and your imaginary band need to have music first, okay? But it's definitely clear that those guys have a lot of talent, but, you.
Dang, Maddie, that one was rough. Oh my gosh.
All right, clearly I guess we have some beef,
You know what? I'm more of a chicken girl myself, but, I didn't mean it like that.
Beef? Chicken? Y'all, I'm hungry.
Well, we'll be right back after the break with an inside look at how AthFest impacts nearby restaurants.
When I was in foster care, I never knew I would have to move. So I always had
Is
my
that copyright?
suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please. I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Your home before sunrise. On top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
Back to the Food Network. Grady night shift.
Right.
Sorry, y'all. I'm still hungry.
Right.
Like, how can you not be thinking about food 24/7 when places like Trapeze and Last Resort exist?
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
Fair.
fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good thing Paige Collins is here to discuss some of our favorite restaurants.
That's right, Jason. If you've ever spent a summer in Athens, you know downtown can be quieter with less UJ students in town. It affects many restaurants that see a drop in revenue during those months. AthFest weekend is the exception. I headed downtown to two of my favorites, the Globe and Clocked, to see how restaurants prepare for the festival. Hey everyone, Paige Collins here, and I'm here talking to some of the local restaurants in downtown Athens and how they manage the surge and rush of AthFest in June. First up, the Globe.
Here's what Dylan Camp, manager of the Globe, had to say about AthFest foot traffic.
It can be immensely rewarding. I love the excitement that it brings. I love people traveling into Athens. But yeah, it's quite stressful. Yeah.
Flocked, an American diner and bar a few minutes down the block, have more to say about the hectic rush of AthFest.
I'd say if we do come up with a game plan, it's very brief or the night before, because everybody just kind of has that collective understanding of what needs
It's
to be
gonna be
accomplished.
busy, yeah.
Yeah, and that there's not as much time for sitting around and talking or anything.
Mm-hmm. And what helps when it comes to preparing for a rush in a restaurant?
Probably just a Celsius, freshly cracked ice cold Celsius. Having a good team on deck for sure. But I think just generally working in an environment where everybody is so kind and generous and helps each other out, it every day brings a new experience that I'm grateful to have.
Not only is AthFest an opportunity for local bands to gain listeners, it's also a chance for restaurants in downtown Athens to get more buzz, something that the summer months may not often provide in a college town.
AthFest is happening here, June 20th through the 22nd. So if you're here for AthFest in downtown Athens, there are multiple restaurants that you are more than welcome to visit, and they have great service, great people, and happy AthFest. I'm Paige Collins, reporting for Grady Newsource, and go Dogs.
So just to recap, AthFest has music, an artist market, and a club crawl to benefit AthFest Educates.
Yes, but you can't forget about one very special event that Sunday.
Sleeping in?
What? No, I'm talking about Gospel Brunch.
Gospel?
Brunch?
Yeah, Gospel Brunch. Yeah. Now that I've got your attention, here's Wesley Branch and Mitch Stone to tell us more.
With AthFest comes the return of the Gospel Brunch. The event began in 2022 as a way to connect Athens through gospel music and develop a sense of community. Since then, it's continued to grow.
The Gospel Brunch is one of those events where it has a way of connecting people on a level where they may not have come together previously if they weren't connected to attending the AthFest weekend.
This year's brunch will be hosted by Epting Events on Barber Street. Like AthFest, the funds from the brunch will go towards resources for Athens youth. The committee is planning to share logistics for the brunch, including performers and the brunch menu, on May 1st. Each gospel brunch has included children from Athens. In the past, the YMCA Kids Choir has performed, and while they won't be able to do so this year, there are other ideas in the works to include local youth.
We've got people from all walks of life, all different backgrounds, all diversity in that room and in that space. And you bring them all together and everybody in that room is on the same page. And then you add the kids there. It's I guess you could say it's the icing on the cake, but it's almost like that this is what it's all for. This is what it's for. It's for the kids.
The brunch committee has looked into including a local youth choir from an Athens church and even having an individual performance from a member of the youth. Jackson has even considered performing with the individual, taking her back to her roots. Her father is a pastor, and so is her grandfather.
The gospel brunch just allows you to know that you've got a community of people and there's a community of resources out here that you can turn to.
For Grady Night Shift and my reporting partner Mitch Stone, I'm Wesley Branch.
Okay, guys, it's official. AthFest sounds like the greatest weekend ever.
100%. Although now you've got me so excited for AthFest, I wish it were happening tonight.
Look, we still have finals to get through first, but there's still tons to do before then.
You know what? I couldn't have said it better. But to close us out, Ella Talmadge joins us to preview what's going on in Athens this weekend.
What's up, y'all? In the spirit of AthFest prep, let's keep the vibes rolling with some live music, weird nature sounds, and of course, smoked meats. We're starting off strong on Friday night with a local punk rock band, The Groks. They're having an album release party at 9 p.m. downtown at 40 Watt. Tickets are just $10, which is a steal for a night of headbanging, loud guitars, and maybe a little eyeliner-induced identity crisis. Jason knows what I'm talking about. If that's not your speed, the Sandy Creek Nature Center is hosting its Froggy Spring Fling. Enjoy the dulcet chirps and croaks of frogs as we bust out our flashlights and spend an evening searching for amphibians. It's basically Coachella, if Coachella was hosted by Kermit the Frog. Register online and bring closed-toed shoes. Frogging starts at 7. On Saturday, it's the annual Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival at the Foundry with 9 musical acts from 4 to 10 p.m. Doors open at 3 and the meat and beer will be flowing all night long. If you're more of a musical theater fan, not to worry. Dear Evan Hansen is playing at the Classic Center at 7:30. It's a powerful show with amazing music and emotional themes. So bring some tissues and a friend who won't judge you for crying during Act 1. If by Sunday you've still got the Athens music bug, check out an Athens music history tour. Local music historian Paul Butchart takes guests on a walking tour of our city's legendary music scene with tales of Athens natives like the B-52s and REM. That's all I got for you this weekend. Whether you're frocking out or frogging out or sobbing through a show tune, take it easy. Back to y'all.
Thank you, Ella, thank you. There's plenty to look forward to when AthFest returns June 20th.
That's our show for you tonight. I'm Shad McMillan.
I'm Jason Singh.
And I'm Maddie McKinley. Have a good night.
During high school, I hung with the wrong crowd and I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all fathers do, because he always wanted to go to college.
I felt a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually, once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated, hardworking. He connected with his teachers. He connected with other students. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep forging ahead.
It was amazing to see him graduate. This was one thing that meant so much to him, and of course, it meant so much to us too.
With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed. That support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
Finally found a place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
The Dutch. Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call